Good day, everyone. Today we are going to be exploring a topic that is critical to the success of modern business leadership in the context of digital marketing. My name is Muhammad Abubakar Ilyas, and this is my colleague Aftab.
Yeah, my name is Aftab Khan.
Hi, my name is Mohammed Ibrahim Akbul.
Hi, my name is Shivtej Lingala.
Perfect. As you know, digital marketing operates in a fast-paced, ever-changing environment. It's an industry faced by technological advancements, shifting consumer behaviors, and intense global competition. Effective leadership plays a pivotal role in navigating these challenges and driving innovation. This report examines what constitutes good leadership specifically within a digital marketing organizations or teams. We'll explore whether a particular leadership style outperforms others and provides actionable insights into fostering innovation, adaptability, and resilience in a specialized domain. So why is this topic important is something that you may be asking. So I'd say the digital marketing landscape is marked by what we call a radical uncertainty. This term reflects unpredictable market dynamics driven by factors that reflects things like AI, data analytics, social media algorithms, and ethical concerns around privacy. Understanding leadership styles and their importance is something that can impact and help the organization thrive amidst these challenges. For example, companies like HubSpot and Patagonia have demonstrated how strong leadership can drive innovation and ethical practices in digital marketing. These real world cases, I should say, highlight the importance of aligning leadership styles with organizational goals and market demands. To examine this topic, we have taken a structured approach, or I should say, context, which is something that we'll be discussing right after this. But specifically, we've analyzed Nike's digital transformation during the pandemic as a case study to illustrate how leadership styles impact organizational success in digital marketing. We'll also talk about theoretical frameworks such as transformational leadership and adaptive leadership, and some other theories to evaluate leadership practices. At the end of this presentation, we aim to provide clear recommendations for improving leadership in digital marketing organizations. So, now let's take a look, or I should say, a moment to understand the context of marketing industry. This industry is incredibly diverse, ranging from large corporations like Google and Meta to small boutique agencies and independent freelancers. Large firms require structured decision-making processes, while smaller entities thrive on agility and flexibility. Additionally, the workforce in digital marketing is often young, tech-savvy, and highly creative, demanding leaders who can inspire innovation while maintaining operational efficiency. This diversity creates unique leadership challenges. For example, rapid technological change requires least leaders to balance innovation with risk management. Data-driven decision-making demands high levels of data literacy, while ethical concerns around data privacy demand accountability and transparency. For example, Nike during the pandemic, they it, it implemented a leadership style which pivoted its digital strategy by focusing on direct-to-consumer sales and virtual experiences, demonstrating adaptability in the face of unprecedented disruption. Similarly, Tesla also faced some challenges related to supply chain disruptions and reputational damage, but continues to innovate under Elon Musk's transformational leadership style. These examples highlight the need for leadership qualities such as visionary thinking, emotional intelligence, and agility. Leaders must also navigate external factors like economic downturn, regulatory changes, and so on. Understanding these dynamics is essential for identifying leadership models that will work effectively in this sector. In the next session, we will delve into the data and theoretical frameworks that will underpin our analysis. With that context in mind, I would like to pass this on to my colleague Ibrahim, who's going to take over the next part. Thank you.
Thank, thank you, Liaz, for your wonderful introduction. Now, I would like to tell you about the data collection. That insightful introduction to the importance of leadership in digital marketing and the context of our study. Building on your points about the dynamic nature of the marketing industry, I will now take us through the data collection process and the theoretical framework that underpins our analysis. These sections will help us to understand how we gather evidence and the models we use to evaluate leadership styles in this sector. Let's dive into how we gather the data from this presentation. Our research drew on three main sources: academic literature, industry report, and the real world case study. For economic insight, we refer theories like transformational leadership and adaptive leadership to understand how leaders inspire team and respond to change. Industry reports from reputable sources like Statista, McKinsey, and Gartner provided valuable insight into market trends and consumer behavior. For example, statistics data highlights the projected $786 billion dollars digital marketing market by 2026, that underscoring the sector's rapid growth. The second, the cornerstone of our research was case study of Nike digital transformation during the pandemic. We analyzed that their annual report, media coverage, and engagement metrics to assess how leadership decision impacted their success. This triangulation of data ensures our findings are both credible and actionable. Now I would like to tell about the SWOT analysis diagram. Brother, SWOT analysis. This tool allowed us to access various facts of leadership styles, including their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Nike's strength is innovation was tempered by threats associated with over reliance on digital platforms. Second part, scenario planning. We war gamed various leadership styles under different economic scenarios to see what would happen. For example, I will tell you by example, how would adaptive leadership be evaluated during an economic downturn and how would it score during a period of stability? These tools allowed us to distill raw data in concrete recommendation, everything we needed to visualize the entire return and complexities during digital marketing leadership. Now I would like to tell you about the theoretical framework. Thank you, Liaz. Now let's explore the theoretical framework that guided our analysis. Two key models: two, transformational leadership first, and adaptive leadership theory that's provided the lens through which we examined leadership in digital marketing. Let's discuss about the transformational leadership. Transformational leadership, this style focus on inspiring and motivating employees through a shared vision and creativity. It promotes learning, development, and innovations, that making it ideal for fast-moving environments like digital marketing. Leaders like John Dohoney at Nike exemplify this approach by fostering a culture of innovation and employee empowerment. Second point, adaptive leadership. Adaptive leadership, this model emphasizes flexibility, problem solving, and adapting to challenges. It's particularly useful in crisis on certain times, as seen in Airbnb response to the pandemic. Dynamic leadership enables organizations to remain resilient and responsive to external changes. These frameworks help us to evaluate how different leadership styles influence performance and innovation in these sectors. By understanding these models, we can better identify strategies that work in complex and dynamic environments. So far, we explored the data collection process and examined the theoretical frameworks that underpins leadership in digital marketing. These insights lay the groundwork for understanding how different leadership styles impact organizational success. Now, my friend Aftab will take us deeper into the case study of Nike's digital transformation during the pandemic period that highlights the key strategies and innovation that drove their success. Over to you, Aftab.
Okay, thank you, Ibrahim, for the comprehensive overview of the data collection process and theoretical framework. Let's now turn our attention to the case study of Nike's digital transformation during the pandemic. This example highlights how effective leadership can drive innovation and resilience in challenging times. The pandemic severely disrupted Nike's traditional retail model, as physical stores were forced to close due to the lockdown. Under the leadership of CEO John Donhoy, Nike successfully shifted its focus to digital channels, leveraging advanced technologies like data analytics, artificial intelligence, and personalized marketing to engage the customer online. Nike adopted a transformational leadership style, characterized by the visionary thinking, innovation, and employee empowerment. John set a clear vision for the company to become a digitally lead brand and inspired employees to embrace change. For instance, Nike introduced virtual fitness classes and interactive apps like Nike Training Club to stay connected with the customer during lockdowns. This pivot demonstrates how leadership decision can transform challenges into opportunities. By prioritizing direct-to-customer strategies, Nike achieved a remarkable result. Its digital sales increased by 82% in Q4 2020, accounting for 30% of the total revenue, and from 20% pre-pandemic to up 20% of pre-pandemic. Key strategies and innovation. One of the key innovation that fueled Nike's success, which it is investment, is cut-edge digital technologies. Let me explain two examples using the visual on this slide. First, augmented reality played a crucial role in enhancing customer experience. As shown in this image, AR allowed customer to virtually try on products before purchasing them. This has not only increased engagement but also reduced the return rates, making shopping experience more efficient and enjoyable. Second, Nike utilized data analytics and AI to better understand customer behavior. These tools enable the company to deliver personalized marketing campaign and product recommendation, ensuring the customer felt valued and understood. Additionally, platforms like Nike Training Club and Nike Run Club kept customer engaged during lockdowns by offering value services such as virtual fitness classes and wellness programs. These initiatives fostered sense of community and strengthened the brand loyalty. The impact of Nike's leadership decision on digital marketing is profound and illustrated by these values. Let us start with innovation. The significant investment in AR and AI technologies set Nike apart from competitors, creating seamless and engaging customer service. For example, virtual try-ons enhance the shopping journey, while personalized marketing campaigns ensured relevance and connection with consumers. Uh, Next, let's talk about employee engagement. Nike's culture of innovation empowered employees to experiment with new ideas, leading to creative solutions like virtual fitness classes and interactive apps. This collaborative environment was critical to their success. Finally, let's examine the financial outcome. As shown in graph, Nike's digital sales grew up exponentially, reaching 30% of the total revenue in Q4 2020 and Q4 2020. Additionally, their YouTube engagement metrics saw the noticeable increase after implementing these strategies. Videos showcase virtual fitness classes and product demonstrating drew million of views, reflecting high consumer interaction and loyalty. These results demonstrate how effective leadership can directly translate into measurable success in digital marketing, and deriving both innovation and resilience. So far, we have explored the Nike's digital transformation during the pandemic and examined its impact digital marketing. These insight highlights the critical role of leadership in driving innovation, resilience. Now, my friend Shiva will take you forward through the solution and recommendation that emerged from our analysis focused on actionable strategies for both the short term and long term. Over to you, Shiva.
Thank you, Aftab. Building on those insights, I'll take you I'll now take you through a detailed SWOT analysis followed by actionable recommendations and final conclusions. SWOT framework overview. To evaluate the effectiveness of leadership styles in digital marketing, we applied the SWOT framework looking at strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, specifically through the lens of transformational and adaptive leadership. Strengths. One of the key strengths of transformational leadership is its power to inspire innovation. Nike is a prime example, leveraging its strong brand equity and global recognition to pivot quickly during the pandemic. Their investment in technologies like augmented reality and data analytics gives them a competitive edge. On top of that, Nike's agile workforce showcases the ability to adapt rapidly and essentially trail in fast-paced digital environment. Weaknesses. However, there are weaknesses to consider. A high dependency on digital channels makes companies more vulnerable to cybersecurity risks. Additionally, an overall reliance on direct to customer DTC sales can alienate traditional retail partners. These factors highlight the need for balanced leadership that supports innovation while ensuring operational stability. Opportunities. Looking at opportunities, there are rising demands for digital fitness solutions in emerging markets. Integrating technologies like blockchain into the supply chain can also boost transparency and customer trust. These align with the visionary and adaptive nature of transformational leadership, which focuses on long-term goals and continuous innovation. Threats. On the other hand, competition remains fierce. Brands like Adidas and Puma are heavily invested in digital transformations. Economic uncertainty and regulatory changes can further disrupt consumer spending and digital adoption. These challenges call for adaptive leadership, solutions, and recommendations. So, how do we move forward? Let's talk strategy. Short-term solutions. Uh, in the immediate future, adopting adaptive leadership is key. Look at Airbnb. During the pandemic, their leadership showed flexibility and resilience, which allowed them not just to survive but to thrive. Whereas in the long-term solutions, sustainability success lies in cultivating transformational leadership. This means creating a cultural center on innovation, inclusivity, and ethics. We recommend leadership training programs focusing on data literacy, emotional intelligence, and ethical decision making, mentorship programs, and collaborative events with companies like HubSpot and Patagonia. In conclusion, in summary, effective digital marketing leadership relies on four key traits: vision, emotional intelligence, agility, and data literacy. While both transformational and adaptive styles offer a value and hybrid approach is best suited for today's fast changing landscape. As emerging technologies like blockchain and VR evolve, leadership must stay flexible and forward thinking to stay competitive. Closing. On behalf of our team, thank you for your time and attention today. We hope this presentation provides you insights into leadership and digital marketing. Thank you.